Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. So in today's class we are going to discuss about a topic of limiting reagent. Before going to the topic of limiting reagent, we are going to discuss about some problems of stoichiometry. As I said in the previous class, we are going to we are going to solve problems at a separate video. But later I understood that you have to solve stoichiometric problems in order to explain limiting reagent. So therefore, first we are going to solve some problems regarding with respect to our stoichiometry, and then we are going to explain about the limiting reagent. So for that, we have given a first problem which states that calculate the amount of carbon dioxide formed on burning 32 grams of methane. So that is, if you are burning methane, that is 32 grams of methane, so what will be the amount of carbon dioxide formed? So we need to calculate the amount of carbon dioxide formed in grams. Okay, they have given the grams of we have given 32 grams of methane. So therefore we need to find the grams mass of carbon dioxide formed by burning CH4 molecule. For that, first we need to consider is about a balanced chemical reaction of burning of methane. So the burning of methane takes place is the reaction as CH4 on treating with oxygen gives us CO2 and H2O. CO2 and H2O. So I'm balancing this equation that gives us CH4 plus 2O2 gives 2H2O. Okay. So now first, instead of directly solving the problem, first we are going to check the mass of each of the molecules or compounds required to get the product, that is mass of the reactant and mass of the product. So now if you calculate the molecular mass, that is the molar mass of this compound used over here is 1 mole of CH4, that is 16 grams. 1 mole of CH4 is 16 grams. We have 2 moles of oxygen, that is we are using 32 grams of oxygen, and what we are getting is 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is 1 carbon, is 12, and 2 oxygen, that is 32. 2 plus 32, that gives us 44 grams of carbon dioxide and 36 grams of water. So if you observe over here, we have a balanced equation. So how that balanced is, we have 2 moles of oxygen, so multiply this by 2, we get 64. Okay. So we have 16 plus 64, that is 70, 80, and 44, that is 80 grams. So we are using 80 grams of reactant to get 80 grams of product. Okay. So the reaction is now completely balanced. So once this is done, now we are going to discuss about how to calculate the amount of carbon dioxide formed. So I'm directly writing 64 grams now here. So now in order to find the amount of carbon dioxide formed, first we are going to observe the reaction and determine how much grams of carbon dioxide can be formed by our given 16 grams. So that is 16 grams of carbon dioxide. 16 grams of carbon dioxide gives us 44 grams of 16 grams of CH4 gives us 44 grams of carbon dioxide. Then if you divide both these two, that means 1 gram of CH4 will give us 44 by 16 grams of carbon dioxide. Okay, if 16 grams of CH4 gives us 44 grams, then 1 gram of CH4 will give us 44 by 16 grams of CO2. Then multiply these two side by 32 grams. So 32 grams of CH4, multiplying these two side by 32, we get 32 grams of CH4 giving us 44 by 16 into 32 gram of CO2. So 16 once, 16 twice. That gives us 88 gram of CO2. So this is how we are going to solve. That is 32 grams of CH4 gives us 88 grams of carbon dioxide on burning with oxygen. So this is about the first problem, that is determining the amount of carbon dioxide formed on burning 32 grams of CH4. Next question says, determine the amount of hydrogen required to prepare 51 grams of ammonia. So now they are asking us to find out the amount of reactant required. In the previous problem we have to find out amount of product formed. Now in this problem we have to find out the amount of reactant required to prepare 51 grams of ammonia. So for that, first as usual, we have to write down the reaction for formation of ammonia. That is, when nitrogen is treated with hydrogen, we get ammonia. Nitrogen on being treated with hydrogen, we get ammonia. So if you balance that reaction, it takes 3 molecules of hydrogen to form 2 molecules of ammonia. Okay. So now let us write down the mass involved on this reactant and product. So 2 atoms of nitrogen means molecular mass will be 28 grams. That is, 1 atom molecular mass is 14. So multiple is 28. We have 3 atoms of hydrogen, 3 molecules of hydrogen. 1 molecular mass of hydrogen is 2.016. For 3 molecules, that will be 2 into 2.016, that will be around 6.048 grams, and the amount of ammonia formed is 1 molecule of ammonia has 17 grams. For the twice, we get 34 grams. 34 grams. So if you observe over here, 28 plus 6 gives 34 grams of ammonia. So this is the balanced reaction. Now for coming to the question. So it says that we need to prepare 51 grams of ammonia. Then what is the amount of hydrogen required? So we need to prepare 51 grams of ammonia. Then what is the amount of hydrogen required? Okay. So now let us calculate that. To find amount of hydrogen required. Amount of hydrogen required. So what is we know is 6.0, we'll just consider 6 grams of hydrogen. 6 grams of hydrogen gives us 34 grams of ammonia. 6 grams of hydrogen gives us 34 grams of ammonia. So in order to prepare 1 gram of ammonia, what you have to do is divide both sides by 34. So 6 by 34 grams of hydrogen gives us 1 gram of ammonia, right? So now, in order to find out 51 grams of ammonia prepared by the hydrogen atom, so multiply these two by 51. That is, 51 into 6 divided by 34 grams of hydrogen is required to prepare 51 grams of ammonia, right? So on solving these two, 14, 17, 3s are 51, 17 2s are 34, 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 3s are. Okay. So now on multiplying these two, we get 9 grams. 3 3s are 9 grams of hydrogen is required to prepare 51 grams of ammonia. So in order to prepare 51 grams of ammonia, we need to use 9 grams of hydrogen. Okay, so this is how we are going to calculate the amount of reactant required to find out the amount of product formed. Okay, so this is about the two different types of problems which we can solve using our stoichiometry. Okay, so next we are going to discuss about this limiting reagent. So now limiting reagent. So in order to know what limiting reagent is, let us consider an example of burning of methane with oxygen. Okay. So methane when burnt with oxygen gives us carbon dioxide and water molecule. So that is 2 moles of water with respect to 2 moles of oxygen. So if instead of taking this reaction in this order, if I take one of the reactant among these two in a slightly less quantity, if I take, instead of taking 2 moles of oxygen, if I just consider 1 mole of oxygen for the given reaction, what we observe is the amount of product formed will be reduced, right? The amount of product formed will be reduced. That is because in order for the CH4 to get completely converted to CO2 and H2O, we require 2 moles of oxygen, but we have given just 1 mole of oxygen. Therefore, the amount of product formed will be reduced. So, in any chemical reaction, if one of the reactant is taken in a slightly lesser amount, then that implies the product form will be reduced. So the reactant which was taken in a lesser quantity is called as limiting reagent. So in any chemical reaction, if 2 or more compounds of reactants are reacting with one another, to form a desired product, and we use one of the reactant in a slightly lesser quantity than it has to be used, then the amount of product formed will be less as than that of the expected value. Okay, so for 2 moles of volume of oxygen, we used to get 1 mole of carbon dioxide. If we use 1 mole of oxygen, we are going to just get half moles of carbon dioxide. So clearly our CH4 has not been completely burnt with oxygen, right? So this type of reaction is called limited reaction, and in which one of the reactant will be also known as limiting reagent. Okay, so the reagent which was taken in a lesser quantity is called as limiting reagent. So what is this limiting reagent now? Limiting reagent is a reagent which is taken in a reaction at a lesser quantity. So if one of the reactant of a reaction is taken in a lesser quantity, then that reactant is said to be limiting reagent for that reaction. Okay, so this is about limiting reagent. So let us understand more about this limiting reagent by solving a problem. So now consider a problem in which we are using nitrogen or hydrogen for its preparation. So let us say 50 kilograms of nitrogen is treated with 10 kilograms of hydrogen. So 50 kilograms of nitrogen is treated with 10 kilograms of hydrogen. Then find the amount of ammonia formed. Find the amount of ammonia formed, and which among these two is the limiting reagent. Which among these two is the limiting reagent? Which among these two is the limiting reagent? For that to be found out, first let us write down the equation for formation of ammonia. That is N2 with 3H2 gives us 2NH3. So this is our reaction, right? We have given that 50 kilograms of nitrogen is treated with 10 kilograms of hydrogen. Okay, so now what we have to do is we need to convert that mass in terms of moles. Okay, first convert these two terms with respect to the mole value. That is number of moles of hydrogen used. Number of moles of nitrogen is equal to total mass divided by given mass. That is total given mass divided by molar mass. Given mass divided by molar mass. That is given mass is 50 kilograms. That is 50,000 divided by molar mass of nitrogen is 28. So on dividing this we get 17.86 into 10 power 2 moles. So on dividing this two we get 17.86 into 10 power 2 moles. So that is 50 kilograms of nitrogen has 17.86 into 10 power 2 moles of nitrogen. Next, for number of moles of oxygen, number of mole of hydrogen required, we are given 10 kilograms, 10,000 divided by 2.016, that gives us 4.96 into 10 power 3. 4.96 into 10 power 3 mole. Okay, so this is our given amount of nitrogen and hydrogen. So now for this reaction, what we can say is we need to observe the amount of reactant which get reacted with one another. So first we will try out reacting our nitrogen. That is 1 mole of nitrogen reacts with 3 moles of 1 mole of nitrogen reacts with 3 mole of hydrogen, right? 1 mole of nitrogen reacts with 3 mole of hydrogen. So what about then 17.86 moles? That is 17.86 moles of nitrogen requires 3 into 17.86 moles, 86 into 10 power 2. 17.86 into 10 power 2 moles of nitrogen requires 3 into 17.86 into 10 power 2 moles of hydrogen. So on multiplying these two, we get 5.36 into 10 power 3 moles of hydrogen. So for a given amount of 17.86 into 10 power 2 moles of nitrogen, we require 5.36 moles of hydrogen to get completely converted to ammonia. But we have a problem over here. That is, we don't have 5.36 moles of hydrogen. What we have is just 4.96 into 10 power 3 moles of hydrogen. So clearly we can say that we have a limiting reagent, that is our hydrogen. So hydrogen which we have taken in this 10 kilograms is our limiting reagent for this reaction. Okay, so hydrogen is our limiting reagent. So let us write it down. So hydrogen is the limiting reagent. Hydrogen is the limiting reagent. So next what we have to do is, next we have to find out the amount of ammonia formed by this reaction. So now, instead of taking either of these two, we have to consider the one with the limiting reagent. That is, the one with the limit quantity can only be used for complete conversion. The other with the excess quantity will not be reacting with any other substances as it doesn't have enough amount of hydrogen. That is, on the given amount of 17.86 grams of nitrogen cannot react completely because it requires 5.36 into 10 power 3 moles of hydrogen. But since we have just 4.96 gram into 10 power 3 moles of hydrogen, it can react with sufficient amount of nitrogen. So therefore, instead of considering 17.86 moles of nitrogen for the formation of ammonia, we should consider our limited value, that is 4.96. So from the reaction we can say that 3 moles of hydrogen gives 2 moles of ammonia. 3 moles of hydrogen gives 2 moles of ammonia. So now 4.96 into 10 power 2 moles, 10 power 3 moles of hydrogen gives 2 by 3 into 4.96 into 10 power 3 moles of ammonia. So this is what we are going to get. So on solving that 2 by 3 into 4.96 into 10 to the power 3, we get 3.30 into 10 power 3. The value of ammonia prepared is 3.30 into 10 power 3 moles of ammonia. So that is, we are going to prepare just 3.30 into 10 power 3 moles of ammonia. Okay. So if we have to convert that value into kilograms, we can do that. So that is mass formed by the compound is equal to number of moles into molar mass. Number of moles into 3.30 into 10 to the power 3 multiplied by molar mass of our ammonia. Molar mass of ammonia is 17. On multiplying these two, we get 51.5 into 10 power 3 grams. 51.5 into 10 power 3 grams. That is nothing but 51.5 kg. So that is, if we use 10 kilograms of hydrogen, we are going to prepare 51.5 kilograms of ammonia. Okay. So this is about the problems regarding to limiting reagent. I hope you have understood about the concept of limiting reagent and about the problems we have discussed about stoichiometry. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and please share this among your friends so that you get used of these videos. Thank you for watching.